Hello, my name is Miss April May, and I hope you're having a blessed day. If this is your first time visiting my channel, thank you for stopping by. And if you've been here before, thank you for coming back. Either way, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Well, today we are going to be talking about ICE, specifically ICE in Chicago. I'm sure by now you have heard all of the stories and seen some of the videos of these ICE raids that are currently happening in Chicago. So today we're going to take a look at a few videos from Chicago and just talk about what's happening there. So let's get into the first video.
Dozens of federal agents from different agencies raided an apartment building in the city's South Shore neighborhood early this morning. Neighbors there report multiple arrests in this latest immigration enforcement action. People who live there are telling our Sabrina Franza that American citizens were briefly detained. She is live for us on that scene right now. Sabrina.
Marie, inside this building behind me, many of the doors are boarded up after they were broken down during that early morning raid. Now, law enforcement sources tell us that taking American citizens briefly into custody just for their safety is standard protocol, which is what we're hearing happened this morning. Neighbors, though, who were in the middle of all of this say they are shocked to have been treated this way.
They asked me, was I a U.S. citizen? I told them, yeah. I was born here. It was real tight, all right here. And every time I moved, it would hurt.
Patricia Fisher says she was detained by federal agents this morning, claims she was held for hours in a van with other neighbors at 7500 South Shore Drive, while agents confirmed her identity, citizenship, and confirmed she had no active warrants. She describes the scene as she says children were also let out of the building.
No shoes. The kids didn't have no shirts or no pants on. They just treated us like we were nothing.
He said he had warrants for 5 people. I said, so why are you detaining the whole building? He says for the safety of our people.
Ebony Watson watched and filmed what she saw,
And all you see is this whole block full of budget rental cars.
showing a massive show of force and rental trucks used in this mission alongside ICE, FBI, and other federal agencies. The FBI called it a, quote, targeted immigration enforcement operation. Are they at the property? Because we're here. We tried to find the property manager. No one would meet with us or give us any information about what happened.
It's crazy. It felt like we were under siege last night.
Meantime, this Chicago neighborhood is grappling for answers.
They brought a baby out completely naked and wouldn't allow the mother a chance to clothe her child. You know, it's distressing.
Now, we've reached out to ICE, DHS, as well as to Customs and Border Patrol for more information on what exactly happened this morning, who was detained, and why. We're still waiting to hear back from them. Live in South Shore, Sabrina Franza, CBS News, Chicago.
So we just saw that report coming out of Chicago. And the part that really disturbed me, I think probably the most, is when that gentleman said that they had a baby out there and they wouldn't even give the baby's mom a chance to put some clothes on this little kid. Like, why are you even needing to detain, I guess you could say, detain a little kid? Like, why wouldn't you give the mom a chance to put even just a blanket over the kid? Or why wouldn't one of the agents at least put a blanket over the kid? I mean, it is the nighttime and it's a little kid. It's like they aren't using their own humanity. They're just obsessed and worried about, okay, we're going to raid this place and we're going to look for the illegals, right? But you're not even thinking about the humanity of a child. That's crazy to me. And then on top of that, the interesting part of it all, right, is that if you looked at the video, you could see that all of those people were African American, right? They were all black. So from things that I have seen online, this building was predominantly the residents were predominantly black people. So that's odd because if you're there to deport people or look for people who are undocumented, Why would you go to a building that is predominantly African American, right? So that's a question a lot of people had. So I actually want to read this comment to you that I saw, not just on this video, but on a few videos about that same building. So this comment says, the building was extremely unsafe and in terrible condition for the residents. The residents were sending complaints about it. Wells Fargo was foreclosing and suing the owner for millions. Coincidence, the building gets raided right after. So there's something tricky and suspicious going on there. But we could get into that in another video. If you want to, just let me know because I could definitely do some more research about this topic. But anyway, let's get into another video.
Burn your laws.
He has constitutional rights.
No.
He has constitutional
No.
rights. Do you have a sign?
No. You need to leave.
For me.
Turn around. You're turn around and leave.
He is under.
I'm going to arrest you.
Under
If you
arrest.
not leave.
You are going to be placed under arrest.
Do you have a sign?
You need to
warrant
leave.
for him?
Can somebody go in the hallway and get Lisa for me, please?
Judicial warrant for him.
Can somebody go in the hallway and get Lisa for me? This is an older person who's being under arrest. I need my other staffer who's in the hallway by registration to come here, please.
You are hurting. I am asking. I am not
Can somebody get my
I am
staffer,
asking.
please?
This is the hospital. Do you have a sign judicial warrant for him? I am asking. I am asking. I did not touch you.
We told you to leave.
I did
You're
not touch
impeding.
you.
Now you're
I
under
did not
arrest for
touch you.
impeding.
I did
Thank
not
you.
touch you.
Where-
I asked you if you had a
Is
sign
Lisa still out there?
judicial warrant for him. It is very simple. It is very simple. That man has constitutional rights. I did not touch you. It is a public space. I am not trespassing. I am asking you. Do you have a signed judicial warrant? I am asking. Do you have a signed judicial warrant for him? It is a person, sir. You are an agent. You are a federal agent.
We do not need a
You are a
warrant for
federal
somebody
agent. I
under
am an
arrest.
elected official, and I'm asking. Do you have
What
a signed
elected official?
judicial warrant? I'm the alderman.
So in that video, the person that was arrested is an alderperson from a part of Chicago. Not sure exactly which part, but they're an alderperson, so they're an elected official in the community, right? And she asked the ICE agents, do you have a signed warrant, right? So she's asking for documentation showing that whichever person that they are there to detain, that this is a legal proceeding. And then they arrest her, right? For what reason? It to me it just doesn't make any sense. But as they arrest her, they put the cuffs on her, and then that agent says, "We don't need a warrant." That's an issue, right? You as a person, forget being an American citizen, right? Take that out. Just you as a person on American soil should have the opportunity for an agent or a cop or whoever in law enforcement to come to you and say, "Hey, these are the reasons that you are being detained or being arrested." If I do something right now and a cop comes and arrests me in my city, like a city police officer or even like a state trooper, they at least have to like read me my rights, right? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law. Because that's a legality. Those are things that are written into our laws to help protect you from an overbearing set of law enforcement agencies. So just thinking about that ICE can arrest people or detain people without any official documentation signed by a judge means that they could detain anyone for any reason, even an elected official. And people are definitely growing tired of this. People are tired of feeling like they're in a police state and having to constantly watch their backs, especially in Chicago. So it's gotten to the point in Chicago where the citizens, they're literally running ICE agents out of their neighborhoods. And I can't be mad at that.
check out this video from Chicago where ICE agents or someone of similar ilk tried to arrest a man, probably Mexican, knowing Chicago, I'm from there, and the citizen stood up and stopped it. Now, Trump is going to freak out. Kirsty Noem, with her eyelashes, is going to be like, oh my God. Stephen Miller is going to call it an insurrection. It was actually everyday citizens coming to the aid of another man that none of them knew. Notice how for federal agents, these guys don't appear to even know what they're doing. They can't even handcuff one guy, two of them. Then look what happens next. Here's the thing. Generally speaking, not a fan of interfering with law enforcement. This is fascism. This is an end to our Constitution. This is an attempt to slowly implement martial law in all of our cities. This is an attempt to replace our elected leaders with military leaders. Last night, Trump's top official in the White House, Stephen Miller, his top aide, said that Democrats across the board were part of a terrorist network. Our judges, our prosecutors, our, our attorneys general. These are elected officials, some of these guys. Were all part of a terror network that he was going to dismantle. That means he's going to arrest all of them without probable cause, without due process. They may not even get trials. They're terrorists, he said. All the elected officials across. Now, mind you, what do these people have in common? They're all the people who keep people like Stephen Miller from abusing the Constitution, from putting us into martial law. That's what judges and prosecutors and attorneys general do. They protect us. They protect our civil rights. They protect the U.S. Constitution. That's why Miller has promised to get rid of them. So when I see something like this, I don't see regular citizens obstructing justice. I see regular Americans coming to the aid of a total stranger against a fascist regime that is trying to get rid of our Constitution and trying to replace violence in place of our court system and our justice system.
Things have gotten so out of control that today, October 6, 2025, the mayor of Chicago has declared certain places, public places particularly, and private institutions, private businesses that want to participate as ICE-free zones. He is doing everything that he can to protect his citizens. So if Trump and his administration can go along with, I don't know, defying orders from federal judges, I don't see why the mayor of Chicago can't declare certain zones ICE-free zones. So here you go.
I'm calling on this president to leave us the freak alone. City property and unwilling private businesses will no longer serve as staging grounds for these raids. Our school parking lots are not for ICE to load their weapons. They are for Chicagoans who drop their kids off to learn. Our libraries are not for ICE to prepare for a raid. They're for Chicagoans to read and relax. Our parks are not for ICE to set up checkpoints. They are for Chicagoans to play and enjoy.
As a former teacher myself, I definitely agree with the Chicago mayor. There are just some places that should be off limits for ICE, particularly schools. I remember years ago when I was still a teacher, there was a point where just kids weren't showing up to school. And I asked another student, like, hey, where's such and such? Where's this kid? Where's that kid? And she told me, she said, hey, miss, have you been up to this corner, not too far from the school, maybe like a 5-minute drive? And I hadn't because I didn't usually go that way. And she said, there's an ICE checkpoint up there. That's why a bunch of kids have not been coming to school. So big shout out to the mayor of Chicago. He is just trying to do whatever he can to protect his city and protect his people. And speaking of protecting people, even the Chicago PD isn't safe from ICE.
Understand? They just tear gas you. They don't give a about you. Aw, man. Dude, it's us.
Tomorrow it's you!
Come on, man. Y'all, you know that was fucked up. Y'all know that was fucked up. Y'all know that was fucked up.
Trail! Wake up! Don't throw you in the fire! Don't throw you in the fire! Don't throw you in the fire, too! Understand! They just tear gas you! They don't give a about you either! Why you protecting them? Wake up! Wake up! Alright, you're gonna wake up! We're gonna go this way and then we'll.
So as you saw, those officers in Chicago were caught with tear gas that was deployed by ICE. And like that man in the background said, today is us, tomorrow it's you. For anyone watching this video who may see this as like, okay, maybe you're MAGA, super staunch Republican, whatever. I thought y'all were the same people that backed the blue. So I'm confused. But anyway. So for this last video, this is like kind of the strangest one of them all, but also like not the most surprising one, seeing as how, Trump is the president. This video sort of plays or seems like a promotional, like hype video. Like kind of I don't even have the words for it. Like it's a positive thing, right? Like they're showing, oh, this is what our guys do. This is what our ICE agents do. This is what they're about. And it almost seems like a promo for a video game, if you know what I mean. So yeah, let's watch this one because it is truly disturbing that the administration, they gave ICE all of this money in the first place, and then they're using their money for a promotional video like this. It's disturbing and disgusting and sick.
The Trump administration just posted a literal hype video for ICE on social media. And keep in mind, everything you're about to see is happening in the suburbs of Chicago, not some war zone somewhere in the world. Take a look.
It truly looks like the trailer to the newest movie coming to a movie theater near you. It's just absolutely crazy to me. And the part that is crazier is like you're showing actual people be like arrested and detained. And meanwhile, they could possibly be innocent, right? They could possibly be in the country legally and not have, committed any crimes or whatever. But you're showing their faces in like this promotional video that's going to go out to potentially millions of people online. Like, doesn't it violate some type of law? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but I feel like that's a violation of some type of law, or at least common decency, of like almost like not accusing someone of a crime that they may or may not have committed. And also, by the way, being illegally in the United States is not a criminal offense, it's a civil offense. That much I do know. So that's all I have for you today in terms of videos. But one thing I do want to say to the people out there listening, don't feel so discouraged and so dismayed, because honestly, there are lots of days where I wake up and I'm like, what even is this country? Like, where am I living? Right? Like, I go to work and I'm working, but at the same time, I'm thinking, like, why does this even matter? Like the work that I'm doing, why does it even matter? Like this is so not important in the grand scheme of things that are happening right in front of me in my own country. So if you're like me and sometimes you think, what am I supposed to do? If you didn't know, there is another No Kings protest on October 18th, 2025. I'll put something here on screen for you to see. And I'll also leave the info for the website below so that you can find the nearest protest near you, because there are, I don't even know how many there are. There are several protests being organized on the same day, in the same time, in multiple cities. And when I say cities, I mean from like major cities to smaller suburbs and towns around those major cities. So you should definitely be able to find a location to protest if you choose to. And if you choose to, please, 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 please be safe and take care of each other. So I just want to take a second to thank you for watching this video. If this was your first time watching one of my videos, thank you. If you've been here before, also thank you. Either way, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Miss April May. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
You're officially coming with me. You got that.